Hello, I'm here with the Big Games number 7 finals, Eddetektor versus the Pixie. I'm joined by Arnie.
Hello.
Um,
Right.
we've got
So,
our first
what do
kingdom.
we like here?
Well, we talked about Barbarian. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't really like
It,
Barbarian here, but it's new.
yeah. Yeah. Maybe if you get encampments going later, then maybe, but at least not something that I would look to hit really soon.
Yeah, I mean, I want to thin with Goat mostly. I don't think we need Temple.
Yeah, I don't believe in it. What do you think about Alchemist for draw later? I'm not really sure about my feelings on it.
Yeah, it's just we don't have plus buy other than Fortune and Earth's Gift or Forest's Gift. I guess the question is if you can get to 10 for like a big populate, if that's even feasible,
Yeah.
and then forge stuff into other stuff that you want. But there's 5 terminals in there of 8 cards, so I don't know that I really want to populate unless I
Yeah.
already have alchemists going that I can use to draw. In which case we're doing like some early pixie stuff into maybe encampments.
Yeah, I feel like encampments might be very good after you got some thrashing going on, which shouldn't be too hard given you have a goat in start.
But I could also believe in goat potion. I could also believe in pixie potion as an open. Get a couple of alchemists early to find the goat faster, and then
Yeah,
switch over to encampment.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Doesn't seem too bad.
So
It's not too hard to hit a 3 and potion with giving thrashing your estate already.
yeah, so populate will gain a fortune if fortune is revealed.
Oh, it will.
It will because
Oh,
Gladiator counts as an action supply pile, and populate says gain a card from each action supply pile.
that
Which
actually, I actually didn't know that.
and one of the new allies, Battle Plan, actually lets you rotate a pile, so you could like turn 3, put fortune on top.
Yeah, I remember reading about it. I was pretty confused because I just assumed everyone just turned their own files.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that one was just for fun. I don't like the silver open at all. Are they trying to spike Old Witch?
Yeah, and old, which doesn't seem too good either. And I'm on the same lines about silver. It doesn't seem too impressive to me.
Like if this potion was if this Watchtower was potion, wouldn't you feel much better about your your turn 4?
Yeah, and also I would like Pixie over silver in the beginning at least.
Yeah, because I'm not. If I'm trying to hit 5 to get an Old Witch, then maybe that's the case. But I don't really care about getting an Old Witch that much early. We've got Goat. You can always get a Temple or something later if you really need to clean up. But I think
Yeah.
I guess I'm just not sure what they're thinking about with Watchtower on the open. Um,
Yeah, I really can't say that I understand it too. I don't see hitting 5 very important there. Because Barbarian ain't too impressive to me, all which isn't too impressive to me either.
After they both get the Watchtowers, then they both get the Old Witch. It's very confusing to me.
Yeah, yeah, it shouldn't be really hard to get out of those curses. You have Watchtower, Old Witch, and the Goat thrashing those curses.
Yeah, and the other thing is, it's really hard to play more than one Old Witch a turn. So at most, you're giving out one curse a turn, which the goat can keep up with. If it's like familiar and you can give out 2 or 3 curses a turn and drown them in the curses before they have time to get through them with the goat. But like every
Yeah,
time we've drawn Watchtower, I thought if this was a potion, you would have been so much happier.
yeah, I really do like potion over that.
In the meantime, both of them are going to miss their Old Witch from this shuffle
Yeah.
due to the
It,
dead draw and Eddie bottom decking it.
yeah. Hmm. Soon, I
And if this
would
silver was a
start to
Pixie, you would
get
be.
maybe one cold and some encampments.
If this silver was a Pixie, you'd be much happier.
Yeah, for sure, for
It's like
sure.
every time we've drawn either silver or Watchtower, I've been uninspired by it.
Yeah, I agree. And there hasn't been a time where you had silver and you couldn't buy Alchemist or or you wouldn't like that thing.
Especially with
Definitely agree on that.
sometimes you get worried about drawing $2 a potion and 2 estates in a hand with Alchemist, but with the goat, you've already thinned an estate. So like it's pretty unlikely for that to happen with the goat around. And it even if it does happen, you're hitting 5 guaranteed the next hand, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
And if you really want the Old Witch, I guess, which they do, it doesn't seem that useful to me. Yeah, $4 encampments.
And another. Yeah, actually that was $5 encampment, I believe.
Oh, hard countered by the Watchtower, I guess. So we're adding bad cards to the deck. I'm referring to Encampment, Watchtower, and Old Witch as bad cards for the deck right now. How do we hit 6 with either of these decks without like a perfect draw of money? Like Pixie is the way I would want to spike money. You get some Mountains Gift, you get Earth's Gift, you get Forest's Gift, Field's Gift, you get a bunch of money. Maybe you get Sky's Gift, and that gives you a gold early.
Yeah.
But the Pixie,
Or you can just waste your encampments.
Yeah.
Actually, they hit 6 now.
yeah, and top deck it, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like if the Pixie gets Earth's Gift or Forest's Gift here, I think she just wins.
Yeah, I agree.
Both those gifts would be incredibly good right now.
That ain't bad either.
Yeah, that's one of the two. Oh, and double Old Witch play, and now she can buy Encampment, Plunder, and top deck all 3.
Yeah. It seems really good for Pixie now.
Yeah. Right, this has just got to be Encampment, Plunder, right? Oh, it could be Farmland, Encampment, Plunder. Did we have enough money for that? We were 1 money short of that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you just top deck a Plunder here, I think. Plunder's got to be better than gold.
Yeah, I like it too. It shouldn't be too important getting $1 more here.
Is she
I
thinking
don't
about maybe
really see.
a big forge? Like buy a forge here, get rid of both the encampments. Well, now I'm confused. I thought it was...
Yeah, I like having all of those encampments when you can play them semi-reliably if you have 1 gold and 1 plunder, and also denying your opponent from getting any.
And you just buy Plunder every
getting
turn,
any more.
give out some curses with Old
Yeah.
Witch every turn, and trash a copper every turn until... Like, you trade copper for Plunder until the pile's empty, and...
And it's starting to look really unlikely for Ed to hit 6 here, at least without wasting his encampments.
Yeah, I assume you have to waste the encampment here because... Yeah. Encampment, Plunder seems clear to me.
Yeah, and then if Ed spends his encampment, Pixie can just buy it back.
Yeah, and even if it is single gain, I think you're pretty happy to waste a gain on an encampment here.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're ahead.
Yeah, I do agree.
She also just immediately top decked her Watchtower again.
Yeah. This is starting to look like Pixie's game for sure.
But like, and again, she played the Pixie a couple times to find that gift. Like, that wasn't the first time she played Pixie. And one does expect her, the pixies are very friendly creatures, so they expect to give better gifts to their friends. And, people are friendly with people who have the same name. So that's
Yeah.
possible. But also, yeah, as I said, if she'd gotten Field's Gift, Field's Gift wouldn't have done much. Earth's Gift, you could have gotten the 2 encampments. Even Flame's Gift could be quite nice with trashing 2 coppers faster.
Yeah, and what's the one discarding 3 for a gold?
Sky's Gift. Although she
Yeah,
did already
Sky's Gift.
have a gold, but probably you'd take a second gold there just for the gains. And
Yeah,
um,
if it wasn't likely to get plunder without plus buy there.
yeah, this is a really tough decision for Eddie. Do you play Encampment, Old Witch? Try to hit 5, get a plunder, knowing that you lose an encampment. Honestly, the Pixie probably doesn't even need to take the encampment back right away, because it's just another card between Eddie and plunder, and Eddie's going to have to waste a whole buy on a $2 card. So,
Yeah.
like, the Pixie has some other options in terms of maybe getting a Forge now, which could clean up very quickly and get rid of all those extra coppers and golds.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I do believe in that. And I don't think she even has that many junk left. If she, just 3 encampments, 2 old, which 1 gold, and from
5 coppers still.
Yeah, 5 coppers.
And a silver, so, like, stuff we can get rid of.
Yeah, I do agree on.
I was thinking Farmland, because you can Farmland copper into Pixie. And then later, buy a farmland to turn the farmland into gold, or forge the farmland into something. Or although 2 costs are pretty limited here.
Yeah.
So
I think that was pretty good draw for Ed.
yeah.
So, and yeah, I know they found the flounder, so.
But no,
at least.
no Watchtower.
Yeah.
So we could go Populate here. How crazy is that? It's just the deck gets so bad, but
Forge at least helps with that.
yeah, you just got to draw to find the Forge, which means you got to find the villages at the top. You could also just get 1 Forge here.
But it also can.
Oh, you could populate. You can populate and top deck Alchemist Pixie, right?
Yeah, that seems.
And
good.
Watchtower probably as well. You will get plunder with Populate.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine.
You should try it. That's the thing I would suggest people say, hey, I'm going to buy plunder and see if I'm going to buy Populate right now, see if it gives me plunder. If it doesn't, I'm going to immediately undo. And the person will always say, yeah. I mean, at this level, the person will always say yes. But I'm 99% certain that the top card of the encampment pile says action. Therefore, you get the card that it counts as an action pile. Because teacher tokens work on the plunder pile. So you get a plus card on your plunder pile, or plus coin, or plus buy. Lost Arts works on the plunder pile too. So.
Yeah, it's action supply pile, not action card.
It's not 100% clear to me it's good, because you're getting a bunch of terminals. Oh, wait.
It can risk your
she has Watchtower.
Too.
She has Watchtower in hand.
Yeah.
So she could just trash Temple, Barbarian, Old Witch, Gladiator, and keep the Forge, Alchemist, Pixie, Plunder.
Yeah, that seems like really good to me.
So adding, Forge, Alchemist, Pixie, Plunder as the top 4 cards. Or you don't top deck the Forge, you top deck Alchemist, Pixie, Plunder, Watchtower, or something. That seems pretty strong.
Yeah, but do you like second Watchtower here? I would maybe.
I have never been more sure that I'm just immediately trashing the Barbarian. I'm not thinking about it. I don't want to waste my terminal space on a weak attack. Maybe as Eddie, you get a
Yeah.
Barbarian to try to hit one of the encampments and catch up. But Barbarian is a pretty weak attack, and I don't really want to play with it.
Yeah, and Edge deck has still a lot of coppers and curses now, so trashing a curse for a curse or coppers for a curse doesn't really make a huge difference.
Yeah, and if we hit Encampment or Alchemist, we're winning, but we were already winning. So nice.
Yeah.
This is sweet. Yeah, the interaction here. Don't top deck the Forge. We don't want to find that until the end of the turn.
Yeah.
We can consider top decking the Watchtower if we're that concerned about curses, but I guess now that we have the Forge, we're not that concerned.
Yeah, it should be likely that Pixie will draw her her deck again.
We just got to find an encampment in the top 8.
Yeah. But Alchemist and Pixie will help with it,
Yeah.
for sure.
And we do see here gaining a plunder.
Yeah, so you were right.
Yeah, that's a confusing interaction for sure. I think absent knowing how the rules work, you would not actually realize that that's a thing that you got to do.
Yeah, it's pretty specific in those wordings.
So the Pixie has overdraw of the deck if she finds an Alchemist. If she finds encampments, basically, she's overdrawing the deck. Eddie, you can undo that play if you would like. There's new info. The new info is there were already 6 cards in their hand.
Yeah.
That's one of those you like. It's wishful thinking. It's like, oh, I'm gonna draw one more card here. Oh no, I already had 6. But certainly you want to top deck this new Alchemist that you're buying, right? And you start with 3 Alchemists top decked.
But
One.
I'm not sure if even a Forge would be fine for Ed. They have pretty big amount of trash, even.
Yes, they've already got
so
2 Alchemists. They don't have any golds down at the bottom there, so it's going to be tough for them to play the encampment that they have down there. I think if you buy a Forge, you're kind of committing to wasting an encampment next turn just to get a big Forge off to get all the way clean, and then try to just use the Alchemist draw rather than the encampment draw, which I don't think is sustainable because Forge is a really nice card in the end game.
Yeah, and you get pretty good food for Forge with Populate here.
Yeah, especially once you have deck control.
Yeah.
Which, in theory, the Pixie can get this turn.
Yeah, I should imagine that.
Okay. So they noted the thing that I mentioned, which was, I think I'm taking this here just to guarantee I get a big Forge off this turn.
Yeah, I would like to.
But we found Old Witches, and we draw.
Yeah,
And if I'm correct, the bottom card of the deck here is third encampment, which is actually nice in the end.
Yeah, it's really nice.
We don't get to give out a curse, but
so what would you like to trash with those coppers here?
Old Witch, 4 coppers,
Silver, maybe?
silver into province.
Would you like to...
Or do we want to?
Yeah.
Do we want to? Do we want to get another populate here? In which case, we need to keep the silver and go like 4 coppers and goat into Pixie.
Yeah, that doesn't seem bad either.
Wait, that's only 9. We need a 10th money.
I really wouldn't like to just trash 4 coppers and get another copper.
Or Old Witch and 4 coppers into Old Witch or Duchy or something.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
I
think
could
Old
at
Witch
least
is
think
right
that.
because we're gonna top deck. We have an encampment on top. We're gonna top deck a plunder if we populate. So, like having encampment, plunder, Old Witch at the start of next turn seems good.
Yeah, it's. I think it's actually better to trash the old witch because uh, you wouldn't want maybe even more old witches here. So then you get at least it on top deck. But yeah,
Okay, I thought we could have been greedy here and gotten another populate, especially because we have the village advantage. We can sort of province out every turn at once we want, and then we can
yeah,
also forge. But I think she's far enough ahead that this line is also going to
it
be
doesn't
okay.
really matter.
She's going to be able to start forging provinces.
Yeah,
One thing I'll
yeah,
note about Alchemist here is Alchemist interferes with Old Witch trashing quite a bit. Because with Old Witch around, you
yeah.
want to
The
try to
top
have
deck effect.
curses in your starting hand.
Yeah,
And it's just not possible with
or
a bunch of
Watchtower.
alchemists. Although, yeah, or Watchtower, and we have 7 curses in the trash, so both these players managed to deal with the curses pretty well. And Old Witch was basically just a fancy smithy, which, you know, in the short term, I think it did cause notable harm to Eddie's deck.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But, hmm. I'm not really sure how I would see Ed winning here.
So one reason why maybe the Pixie doesn't want to populate is Fortune, but I would think Fortune would favor the player with the better deck control.
Yeah, I shouldn't imagine Ed getting better use of fortune than Pixie, at
Yeah,
least in this point of the game.
and I think what now Ed's hoping to get 2 really good Barbarian hits. If Barbarians can hit encampments twice, then
Yeah,
maybe they've got a shot.
at, yeah. At least they can trash both of those curses now.
Yeah.
Probably if they play the second old witch too.
Well, if they top decked the alchemists, then they didn't even play the potion. They didn't play all treasures. If they top decked the alchemists, they wouldn't have the curses in hand to trash. So it's hard. But yeah, that's an undo where IRL. If my opponent's sitting there and the alchemists that they played last turn are sitting in their discard pile, I'm happy to let them pick them up and put them on top.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I agree.
I've done that with
Maybe two
travelers.
turns is too much.
Yeah, travelers a bunch of times. Like, wait, my page is in the discard pile, and pull it out and grab a soldier.
Yeah, me too. Especially with those travelers IRL. You just put them away and
Yeah.
then you remember.
So we're taking bar. Okay. She is fighting fire with fire.
Yeah.
Do not take wisp.
I'm not sure.
There's no the only 2 costs left are encampments and the 1 pixie. So
Yeah. Doesn't that
you want to fish
count
for
as their deck?
you want to fish for. I don't even know what you want to fish for at this point. I think you want to get Earth's Gift still and get 2 plunders, discard plunders to pixies.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's pretty good hit.
Yeah. I think Eddie's got maybe 2 turns left. They play Barbarian a couple of times. If they hit some really good stuff, which is really just the 3 encampments are the only things I feel good about hitting, right? If you hit anything other than encampment, like if you hit Old Witch, it actively helps the pixie because the Old Witch wants to be a pixie anyways at this point. Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
They did it.
What happens if there's nothing left to gain? Nothing.
They gain nothing. Yeah, just like trashing a copper with some of the trash pro costing one more.
The advantage to the Wisps is that the Wisps are just more cards in the deck that can't get hit. That can get hit by Barbarian safely, but that was pretty unlucky in this deck size. Again, I don't think it is going to affect the outcome here. The Pixie can start milling provinces if she wants. And it's not even clear to me that Eddie can gain, whatever. I think this is just province into province.
Yeah.
I could also believe Old Witch Watchtower into province by province. But I think for now I'll just...
I would just like to empty those provinces.
Yeah, mill province by province.
Yeah.
We see the Pixie didn't even have to waste a buy in province. She was able to forge into it. So there's just like a source of gains and pile control that she has that she's also gaining one more point a turn on plunder points.
Yeah, I really don't see a way out for Ed here. Because I would believe that Pixie would be buying another province.
Yeah, and I did say... It's easy to say this as a commentator, but I said on turn 7, what turn was it? Turn 8, that if she gets Forest's Gift or Earth's Gift, she just wins. And then she got Forest's Gift on turn 8, so... So this is, I mean, again, I don't know what we're doing. Like, yes, we take 2 Pixies here, I think, and then we play Barbarian, and yeah, okay, that's not... Do we take a Pixie?
I would like a Pixie more than anything else here. And Pixie pile is getting pretty low too, so
yeah,
if they can run through the boon pile and get to another Forester Earth's Gift, it should be almost game.
Yeah, I mean, there's not so much VP left in the deck. Technically, with Plunders, we can play out for a long time, but
it really doesn't seem likely, but yeah, I feel that's appropriate point to resign.
Yep, we did get one really good Barbarian hit, but we'd have to get a couple in a row, I think. So that's game 1 goes to the Pixie, and we will join you in game 2.